Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is more geared towards the ladies. This video is about why inner beauty matters just as much as outer beauty. I feel like your personality and your character, these are inner beauty things, but working on them make you more of a relatable and adaptable person, if you will. When people don't know you and you're a stranger, the first thing they pick up on is your vibe, and it draws people to you. If you're one of those people who has like a nasty attitude, or you're not a good person, or you're not a happy person, people are not going to want to be around you. And that's going to make you sad. It's going to make you upset. You should want people to be around you because you should want to be around people. You shouldn't spend all of your days alone. You have to work on the inner things because they matter. For example, you could be pretty on the outside, but if you're bitter, really rude, really nasty, really catty, really insecure, you don't think about things before you say them, people are going to come around you because you're pretty, yes, but will they stay and give you longevity? Absolutely not. And do you deserve that being those ways? No. Not until you do the work to change. Another big thing I want to add is your energy enters the room before you do. If you walk in the room or you act like you're just too good to be in these environments with people, no one's going to want to talk to you. And that pretty face isn't going to matter anymore because you're not being pretty on the inside. You see, we just keep getting back to it. What I always say in all my videos is all about balance, y'all. I feel like inner beauty is your personality, your character, self-awareness, your empathy for others, your empathy for yourself, your confidence, and your kindness. And lastly, your inner beauty helps you attract relationships, right? Whether it be your friends, your family, or romantic, platonic, whatever. Your inner beauty is what keeps people around you and keeps people near you. If you encounter someone who isn't a good person on the inside or isn't a beautiful person on the inside, it's okay to take a step back from people until they work on themselves and get themselves together. Just because you cut something off today doesn't mean it's going to be cut off forever, but it's okay to give people breaks and let them work on themselves, because at the end of the day, we're all individuals and we all need to work on ourselves as individuals before we can be a group, a pair of anything. The next part I want to get into is why your outer beauty still matters. And before I get into this, I think everyone is beautiful. This is not one of those videos for a certain group of women, a certain group of guys. No. Anybody, anywhere can tune into this video and I think you're beautiful. Like, I think you're beautiful. We're all beautiful. God created us all in his image. And with us all being created in his image, you can't tell me that everyone's not beautiful. One of the main things is taking care of yourself. Taking care of the way that you present yourself is one of the first things people notice, but it's one of the things that stick with people. And it's something that I guess people use that to kind of gauge how you do and don't respect yourself in a physical aspect. Prime example, I use myself. Maybe a couple years ago, if I was just going to the store, I wouldn't mind going outside, scarf on my head or bonnet on my head. I would go to the store though, inside clothes on. I wouldn't really get dressed. I wouldn't put too much time into anything. I wouldn't fix my hair. I kind of just put it in a ponytail and put it back. But one thing I noticed once I started putting it all together and looking put together, people do treat you different based on your appearance. And it's unfortunate because while I do feel like looking put together is important, it's not the end all be all, and it's not that everything that we need to be focused on when we meet and encounter people. But yes, it does matter. So work on being put together if you're one of the people who aren't. And if you are, good job. Just keep staying put together because it does make a difference in how people treat you and interact with you. And just know that your outer beauty is not about perfection. It's about being expressive and expressing your energy and just being confident in yourself and loving yourself, and while doing those things, showing it on the outside. Another big thing I will say is when you look good, I promise you'll feel better. If you sad girl, get up, go do your hair. If you sad boy, go get a haircut. Like, I'm telling y'all, when you look good, you feel good, and it affects the way you show up for yourself and others. When I used to go outside looking crazy, I'm telling you, I have not always been this young lady that I am today. I would go outside and let my inside things affect my outside things, and because I was being affected on the outside and the inside, I would go outside. If you just caught me on that day and you said the wrong thing at the wrong moment at the wrong time, that might have been one of them days. I'm not like that anymore, though. I'm not like that anymore. I just told you I'm not perfect. It's all about reform. It's all about constant change. You have to grow and change into a better person, and that's what I do. So I'm telling you, you don't gotta go through that because I'm here to tell you not to go through it. Just keep in mind that the way you present yourself on the outside as well as the inside matters. Your outer beauty has a lot to do with your health as well. Go drink that water. Go eat them vegetables. Go eat that fruit. Go take them vitamins. Go to the doctor if you need to. Go to the doctor if you don't need to. Just take care of yourself, because one thing about health, when you lose it, it's hard to just get it back, you know? And if you have little things going on, work on those little things before they turn into big things, and the big things turn into bigger things, you know? You want to make sure that you're good. So work on all of those things. I feel like as long as you're taking care of that stuff, you're working on all of that. But also the food that you eat really does change the way you look. I promise you. I stopped eating a lot of breads, a lot of sugary stuff, a lot of doughy things, and my face started to slim down. Just be mindful of the things that you're consuming and understand you really do get what you put in, get out what you put in. So just be mindful. Put down the sugar, put the pop down, or drink a little sparkling water, or drink a Poppy. It's not worth it. Don't eat that fruit roller. Don't eat them Sour Patch Kids. Go get some fruit. I'm telling you, it works. You will feel so much better after. And another thing too, if you're a makeup girly, a fashion girly, an aesthetic girly, you're a makeup guy, a fashion guy, an aesthetic guy, do that. Like, do what works for you, but also just make sure you're working on the inside as well as the outside. That's just basically what the premise is. Just make sure you're working on the inside as well as the outside, and make sure you're not prioritizing one over the other. It's all about balance. That's about to be my slogan, y'all. It's all about balance. There's a sacred art in just loving you and displaying that for other people. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what happens if you don't have the balance. If you prioritize one over the other, these are some things that could happen. A lot of people that I have encountered that do have the look part down, but they don't have the substance, they're literally NPC. That non-playable character in the game, they be running into the wall, and they just keep running into the wall, and they keep running into the wall, and they keep running into the wall, because they don't have the logic to not run into the wall. Or you just keep seeing the NPC everywhere, but the NPC don't do anything special. They literally just walk around and do the same stuff everybody else does. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. I'm telling y'all, if you're one of those people, I don't know who came up with this idea that you only have to be pretty or you only have to be handsome. No, you have to be both. You have to have the brains, the beauty. All of that stuff matters. And yes, some people do get by with just one, but why would you want to do that? With the looks department, I find that those people are people who seek validation from other people because they don't know how to do anything other than be pretty. You don't have any personality, attributes, or features, or anything that sets you apart from literally every other person. You look like every other person. You act like every other person. There's nothing about you that sets you apart. No personality, no character, nothing. You're just an NPC. Very nice looking NPC, but nevertheless, you're an NPC. These are usually people who fish for compliments, and when people are not complimenting them, they go crazy and don't know what to do because they're used to people feeding their ego. And lastly, they only attract people who want to know stuff about them on a surface level. I firmly believe that if you want to have a relationship with someone, whether it be a friendship, relationship, romantic, platonic, whatever, you need to get to know things about these people, and they need to get to know things about you. You can't just like the way somebody look and expect everything just to work out. That's not how this works. That's not how it works. That's not balance. Next, if you have the inside, if you have the personality and you're not an NPC on the inside, on the outside you lack, here's what can happen. You're often gonna feel like the underdog. You're often gonna be overlooked, and you're often gonna feel empty because people are not pouring into you as much as they are other people because you're not setting yourself apart. Another thing is you might start to feel some type of way about people who do prioritize the way they look in a negative manner because you look at it like, why don't you get the same glory when you could if you just prioritize your physical a little more. If you don't stay on the way that you look and your appearance, you might be one of those people that go into a room and hide because you're scared people might say things about you, or they don't feel as if you're equal because of the way that you look. Nothing about other people was better than me. Nothing about people was different than me, But the way I displayed it on the outside made people speak to me different, look at me different, treat me different. And because I knew they were doing that to me, it made me want to hide. So if that's not you, that's good. And lastly, you don't have that radiant feeling that people who do keep up with themselves on the outside have. That's the thing about life though. And if you are one of the people that lack in one or the other, it's fine. You looking at this video is just enough to let you know that you still have time to grow. And that's the beautiful thing about life. We keep growing, we keep learning, and we keep picking up on things to do better. So I'm even happy that you watched this video. Claps to you. Now, here are some things that you can do to balance them both. So, here's some ideas that I have. Talk to a therapist. I know y'all tired of me saying that, but it helps. Talk to a therapist. And try different things. Push your boundaries. Push your limits. I went through a phase in my life where I literally only wore red and black. Like, I have on a white shirt. And I have on jewelry. Like, crazy. And this might be little things to someone watching, but for me, this is a lot. And also, while you're pushing your boundaries, don't measure your success or your boundaries on anything anyone else is doing. Everyone has their own lives, and we're all living different lives every day. Don't take the joy out of the life that God gave you because you're comparing it to someone else's life. Enjoy your life. And lastly, before I go, I want to remind you guys, you do not have to choose between being beautiful or being handsome and having depth and personality. You're meant to be the whole package. You can have them both. And anybody telling you anything otherwise, you need to run. I know I keep telling y'all to run, but you need to run from them expeditiously. And then when you get done running, grab your phone, and while you're catching your breath, book the flight to fly away from them too, because they can't catch you, and they're not gonna catch you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what makes you beautiful. I love when you guys interact with me. It makes me feel like this whole thing is worthwhile. I know this was a longer video, but I feel like all the points that I gave were kind of valid, and I needed to get it out there for anybody who will listen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back in a day or two as usual, and you guys stay blessed, be blessed, and remember to protect your energy. Bye. See you guys soon.